like that.
All right. Oh, oh my God, Netgear, you showed up.
What up?
You
What up,
you were
bud?
alive. Oh man. So yeah, uh, this.
I like watching it like until the very end, and you're like, where the fuck is
Oh,
Netgear?
where's this fucking asshole? Yeah, that's basically me, right? Dude, I just didn't want to get fucking got, you know?
Yeah. Well, Burky's not here.
Whatever, but we can start without him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can start without him. He can jump in whenever.
Yeah, you know, when Berkey's ready. So, I mean, the awkwardness at the start was, so I'm still trying to, like, make a better overlay, because, like, I just don't want to be hot ass always. You know. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm still terrible. So, I didn't, like, size stuff right, but, like, I don't know, they're, like,
It looks.
cool.
Oh, you got Virtual Gamer Eye in there.
Dude, bro, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I
The-
like that. I'm
Well,
I'm thinking of her getting one of her little statues.
so like you should get one of her little statues and review it on the podcast. I fucking dare you. Um, so the thing with the overlay is that like I made it like this is like these are like windows. Like look at that shit. So like
Oh, I see.
It's like an overlay and whatever. And I was gonna
Yeah.
like come up with like a cool way to unveil the 12-year-old hater car of the day, but then I like never got one, and I didn't like make a window or whatever. So
Just
it's not it's
make it
not done.
Kitty's fucking Land Cruiser again.
It's a work in progress. As you can see, the Discord chat part is so many levels wrong.
Yeah, a lot of
Um,
wasted space there.
yeah, I'm not gonna act like it's not wrong. It is very wrong, but yeah. So we don't have a 12-year-old hater car. I'm sorry, we've gotten all turned around. So I
Yeah,
guess,
whatever. Everyone just post your cars in the chat, and
but
car,
but let's
everyone's car that you post a picture, honorary hater car of the day.
so so because we haven't officially introduced it yet. So get your pre-show, whatever you want to call it, and not really pre-show because it's already the show. But I guess I'll no, not that thing. That thing's sweet. That's pretty cool. Kitty's Land Cruiser, top car so far.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be it, you know. But anyway, everybody,
Yeah.
welcome. Hello.
We had a hiatus there for a bit.
We had a little bit of a hiatus, so everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the fresh Earl 12-year-old hater podcast. Fun stuff. We got waifus. We got 12-year-old, just idiocy. We got waifus. What more do you need? Oh, cars too.
Cars, yeah.
Cars too. Well, that's like the bottom of the totem pole, though, right?
Yeah. Cars 3 I think was better than Cars 2.
Cars 3 was definitely better. I mean, delete this. Delete what? The podcast? Can't delete the podcast. Oh, Bernie with the jokes, the cars. Oof. That's a
Oh,
good one. Cars 2 was trash.
it was all about Mater.
Dude, Cars 2 was garbage, man.
I mean, it was kind of cool, but it was just too much Mater. Like, I think fucking Lightning McQueen had like 4 lines in the whole movie,
Are you saying it
like
was
barely any racing.
are you saying it was too Mater?
Yeah, it was too much Mater.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what would you have preferred? More Owen Wilson?
More, yeah. Or like even if it was a spin-off of just that spy car.
Yeah, the spy car. Spy car is pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, I like the Hudson Hornet, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just like cool. Period. You guys. So we're back. This is the
Yeah.
12-year-old
So
hitter podcast.
today,
We're back.
guys,
I'm
we're
me. He's him.
yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. Berkey said he would be here. He ain't here yet. I'm
Yeah,
saying
we're
yet.
supposed to
I'm
have
saying
Burky
yet.
on. We're supposed to have Burky on today. I messaged him. I was supposed to message him like way earlier just to remind him, but like 10 minutes before, I was like, "Oh fuck, I didn't message Burky." So I sent him a message. Um, we'll see if he shows up. If not, whatever. It'll be fine. But Burky's supposed to be on, so if that happens, that'll be cool.
We have a good amount of car news and whatnot to talk about. I feel like there's a decent amount going on.
Yeah.
Have Bernie on. Yo, Brokefoot Berkey is gonna be here. We need
Yeah.
an assistant or something. We really do. We really need like a lot. We basically need people to do it all for us, if we're completely honest.
I mean, we do okay. We
We
do
we
okay.
call that management in the business world. But we manage, right? We do all right.
Yeah, we did all right.
It could be worse. It could definitely be worse. This isn't like a Roblox stream, you know? I mean, if you guys want a Roblox stream, like I don't
We
see
could probably do it.
I've never played Roblox, but
I
I'll
never
play
have either. I've played Minecraft more than I've played Roblox,
I
and
I
I still don't know how to play Minecraft.
I'm a pretty good Minecraft expert if I'm honest. And by expert I mean I haven't probably played the game in like 5 years seriously, so I don't know anything anymore. I'm tired of see Tommy buy fucking wheels. I mean, wheels look really cool, so wheels can make a build a lot. It's just that he buys like the same
Yeah.
2 wheels. But then again, he only has like 2 cars. You know, he
But
has an
I
FD and an Altima, and those are the only 2 cars he owns. Just
I feel
multiples.
like wheels though, like there's not a lot of nice ones. So the nice ones always get people like, oh, they're played out, they're so played out, but they're the only ones that are nice.
I
Like
mean,
T37s, in my opinion, are the end all be all of
I
wheels.
mean that's yeah, like TE37s, like yeah, they're played out, but like they're played out only because there are so many fakes. I think because like real TEs are very expensive. You know,
Yeah,
like that's not like I'm just gonna like play a look because they're like very good, very expensive wheels.
yeah, but everyone just gets rotor grids.
But if you just get roto grids and whatever, like yeah, the look gets played out, but ultimately they look good on every car. They just do. I feel like you can put them
Yeah,
on any car, they will look good, and they're very light, and personally, I think on a cost level, I'd probably rather buy RPF ones just because they're so much cheaper. Like I don't care if they're any worse or whatever, but like you can bend like
yeah.
3 of
The
them
cost
and
difference,
buy
the
3
cost difference
more
between
and still
the
not
cost
have a
difference between
set.
the RPF one and the T37, it's like really hard to justify
It's
because the
like
seven,
almost half.
yeah,
It's like it's a lot different. And so you could like just demolish like almost a full 2 sets of RPF ones before you could pay for 1 set of TEs. So like I just think of
yeah.
that
Because
as a
a set of
cost
RPF
perspective.
ones,
They are overplayed. They're
that's
overplayed because they're cheaper.
yeah.
They're
A
they're
set of
the
RPF
basic they're
ones
the basic bitch
is the
performance
same
wheel.
price as one. Is the same price as one T37.
Yeah. It's a basic bitch performance wheel, but like it is a good wheel. You want us to play a lolly dating sim? Oh god. I don't want to play a lolly one, but I will play a dating sim. I mean, I'm not Netgear.
Oh,
Maybe if Netgear
yeah, I'll play it.
decided, he would pick
I'll
lolly
play it.
probably. He feels real
It's
outgoing.
lowly, not lolly.
Whatever. Shut your ass.
So do you have a Gator Good overlay, like presentation piece for Gator Good?
I don't. I actually don't. I can I can try to like find it and import it and like do it all hackishly, but it'll probably take me way too long. Gonna be honest with you.
Hey Bernie, I'm not at home. I'm away. So if you could drop a Discord invite for Anthony there in YouTube, please.
Yes, Bernie, please, thank you. Marlon, I
Oh,
said
is
Netgear, not
Bernie
you,
even in the
Twiggy.
fucking Discord?
Dude, you don't want to see me play a lolly dating sim? Lowly, sorry, weebs. Fucking guys. Why y'all never on Reddit? I'm on Reddit a good amount, honestly. Am I not
I
on Reddit?
yeah,
I mean, I'm
I'm
not on
always
like
I'm always there.
Bernie's not in the Discord. Oi.
Yeah, fuck.
All right. Uh,
Well,
where's the link?
Merlin, if you could do it.
Do I not even
The
have a
thing, the
link?
thing about the Reddit now, it's like it's gay now. It's like there's a bunch of fucking pussies in it, and everyone gets like real butthurt about shit.
Yeah,
And
like
that
I
dude
feel
posted the
like
picture of the girl's ass, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so incel." Like I fuck so many girls, I don't even look at them. You're such an incel if you look at a girl's ass. Like, dude, it's just a funny fucking picture. Like, get over it.
wait, what's this incel thing?
It's yeah. Well, you saw that it was like Taylor Ray. It was a screen grab from Taylor Ray's video of like some girl's ass, like she was bending down, like painting the floor or something.
I
And
didn't
somebody posted it, and people were like, "Oh, you're disgusting. You're an incel if you post things like this." Like, what? What, dude?
I didn't know that like that was an insult at all.
It's it's like it's kind of like a fucking. It's an interesting insult in that it implies that the insulter has sex a lot. So it's like I'm gonna use it because it makes me like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
I
It's
fucking get
like
so much pussy.
I put my dick in vaginas, but you don't.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
yeah,
make a joke about it. Like, haha. I know what
yeah,
incel is, dipshit. I just didn't know what the reference was. I didn't know that people were
yeah.
calling each other
It means that
incel.
you
No, I
involuntarily
remember
celebrate.
seeing
You
that.
celebrate things involuntarily, like
Yeah. Oh,
birthdays. You
celebrate. I
Yeah,
didn't even.
celebrate.
Oh, it does say celibate. I thought it said celebrate for a fucking second. Incel is not an insult. It's a badge we wear, probably. I mean, it's kind of true. It's a badge. Fuck. Reddit is too liberal. Yeah, I know what incel is. I just didn't know that people were calling people incel on the fucking
Yeah,
on
like
the fucking Reddit.
it's become the new like it's like the white knight's favorite fucking insult, the go-to for the white knight,
Well, I think I missed this because I was on vacation and then I just haven't really been paying too much attention to the subreddit because of that. Like I've just been off my usual look at the internet forever every second of my life. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I must have missed that. I remember I saw the post and was just like, I'm not gonna even click this. I should have. I
Z-Spec
missed
says
it.
people on the Reddit kiss Adam's ass a lot too, and it's like
I mean, I don't
the
really have
thing
a
is like I
problem
don't
with Adam
I
though.
don't have a problem with Adam either, but it's like if anybody says like, "Oh, that was cool what Adam did," like the other group will jump out and say, "Oh, you fucking suck his dick,"
Yeah,
fucking the
that's like
and
anything.
it's
If
like
you ever like,
it to the extreme,
dude, if you ever like, you don't even have to like defend them. Like, you could just be like, well, maybe that's not like such an insane thing for them to do. Like, not even
Yeah,
suggest like it was smart. Not even say the other person was wrong, but just like suggest a different way of looking at it. And they're just like, oh, you fucking like, talk with his dick in your mouth, huh? Can you even
yeah,
talk with that much dick in your mouth? It's like, what?
yeah. You're like, well, I mean, his car is pretty low, but he seems to be handling it. Oh, you're just a fucking dick rider. Look, you don't even
It's
watch
like no
Formula
matter,
One,
like, I
have
get
you?
like I have people saying like, "Oh, you ride Tommy's dick," and I've had people be like, "Oh, you say so much shit about Tommy." It's like, which one is it, man?
Yeah, like so, okay, pick one, dude.
Oh my god, I don't think I'd suck anyone in HGEU's dick.
Says Twiggy is too loud and Netgear is too quiet. So
Oh, am I too
bump,
loud? Hold on,
bump me
I'll
up there.
I'll sit a little bit further away. My headset's fucking being a little jerk right now.
And I'm in a hotel right now with not that great internet, so if I start cutting out,
Yeah, I
I
boosted you
mean,
up a
what? I'm
bit. Who's
sorry.
this?
You know.
Oh, who's this unfortunate waifu? I don't know how I feel about that.
I like
Anyway,
it.
did you have gayer goods? I didn't have any
Oh
prepared.
yeah, I had a couple. Um. Okay. It was it was the Lexus RCF Gayer Good.
RCF. Um, see, the thing is like I want to like the RCF, but like it's kind of not that great. Like they look nice. I think they look nice. I think they sound nice, but they don't quite have like the performance that I would want for that amount of money.
And I think I'm kind of the opposite in that I don't want to like it, but I kind of do. I kind of do like it because there's not a lot of GT cars on the
Yeah.
market
No,
today.
I agree. I agree.
And it's
That's
like I,
what's
I want I want a GT car, but there's not a lot to choose from, and like that's a really fucking nice one. Like I'm not trying to
yeah.
blow anybody's doors off. Give me a
No, no, they
V8.
they look really nice. I mean, I love Lexuses. I think they're really great. Like honestly, their interiors they hold up and they're really nice and they just last
And
a
it's
super long
Toyota.
time. You know, even like the sedans, like they don't look that, you know, they all look pretty nice. Like none of them look super offensive, I don't think. I mean, yeah, I think some of the newer grills aren't great, but like the RCF I think it's a really good looking car.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I mean, like,
Like,
you know, when you compare it to any of the cars half the idiots here own, including myself, like it's going to be probably a better car. I just don't think it's like kind of worth how much it is on a performance basis.
but for the price of it, it looks like it's a lot more expensive than it is.
Oh yeah.
Like if you pull up to the club in that car, fucking bitches will think that you have a Ferrari or something.
Well, I think what the real goal to like just, you know, flex for the lowest amount you can is like what's the cheapest car that has like a retractable spoiler? Like it
Um,
has to be like a Cayman or a
but
A7
even
or
I think even
something.
like a Crossfire has a retractable
Does a
spoiler.
Crossfire?
Yeah, I'm
A
pretty
Crossfire
sure.
might. I think an
And
A7
what's
might be
what's the
it.
Mercedes? What's the Mercedes that the Crossfire is based on? That
Uh,
one would probably be the
I
better
don't remember.
choice
Can we just have a moment of silence in the chat? Oh yeah, moment of silence for the school shooting, UNC Charlotte.
for grammar.
For grammar. For grammar.
So what happened? There was a school shooting.
Yeah, there was a school shooting.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know what happened, but I think three people were shot. Lexus lasts until your sister's ex-boyfriend falls asleep at the wheel and crashes it into a ditch. Corrado, yeah, Corrado's cool, but like they're like starting to get expensive is the problem.
yeah.
2012 Ford Focus has active aero. What? Play the audio of Grammar's eulogy video. Eh, I don't think I will.
Oh no! Don't watch that video.
I don't want to watch that.
It's like a naked girl saying "Rest in peace, grammar" over and over,
Why
but like you can
can't
barely understand what she's saying because she has such a weird accent.
why can't we have school fuckings? Oh god. Dude, I'm kind of pissed that Berkey's not here because I have a good question.
Well, what is it? Let's talk about it. I'll guess it. No, I
What
mean, I'll guess the answer.
oh, you'll guess the answer.
Yeah.
So my question is I'm just gonna flat out say, so like what was the average day? Like just sit around, smoke weed, and then maybe every 3 days think of something and make a shitty meme video?
Yeah.
Like that's like
Of
what
course.
I like that I just want that 100% confirmation. I know
No.
it's true.
Yeah.
I know it's true.
Because do you remember when everyone would tell him like, "Oh, dude, like you guys wake up so late, that's why you never get anything done." And like a couple days later, they woke up early for something, and Orion kept showing his phone to be like, "Oh, look, we're
Oh
up
yeah, I
early."
remember that. I was like, come the fuck on. Like
Yeah,
you
like
wake up
dude,
at
name time,
8:38
you
once in
know?
your life and you have to prove it to people. I fucking hate you.
What?
That's from that fucking slime anime, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ugh. You guys have trash anime tastes.
dude, have you seen it?
I don't watch garbage. I don't watch this podcast after I do it. Ever.
Oh, well, the slime anime is good.
Okay, well, maybe I'll give it a shot. Who knows?
Yeah,
So,
there.
I have some like non Haggard shit that I'm interested in talking about.
Okay, what's his name?
Fuck you. So, Volkswagen is attempting to break the Nürburgring electric record, like currently, like ongoing right now.
And what the record's like? What 14 minutes right now for an electric?
14 minutes? Is that really what you think it is?
Isn't that what the Tesla did it in?
No, it's not for like production vehicles, for overall.
Oh,
They're taking the IDR, the thing that beat the Pikes Peak overall,
yeah.
and I don't know what the time is that they have to beat, but they gave it a sick paint job. Here, I'm gonna post the link. Everyone, don't you fucking drink bleach. It looks cool, and I guess my question is like, as electric gets better and better and whatever, like, do you consider like some of these all electric motorsports, like do you consider that interesting, or are you like completely non interested at all?
I mean, it's whatever.
It's just whatever.
Yeah, like it's racing.
Like that's the way I kind of look at it, is like racing is racing, and racing's going to do whatever's the fastest, right? Or like ultimately that's kind of the goal, right? So I would just think that on that standpoint, and looking at all of the cars, especially like LMP1 and F1, all of these hybrid, the pinnacle of engineering performance vehicles, and they're so ridiculously fast that it only makes, I would almost just want it to all trickle down so that we can like all have that, like at a cheaper price.
Yeah, but electric cars are kind of gay.
Well, I don't want an electric like yet, but if the Mark 8 R, the Mark 8 Golf R is like a hybrid of any kind, I absolutely have to buy one. Cuz that's like the ultimate, like a hot hatch like hybrid performance thing, like that would be so fucking good. It would probably have like 400 whatever horsepower. 0 to 60 would be like 4 seconds or something stupid like that. Like just because you get all of the benefits of having the electric, the hybrid power,
Yeah.
like it would just be so awesome. It would probably be way too much money.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't make that cheap.
But
That's
I
why
don't
it's
know.
not. That's why it's not like a thing yet. Like
Yeah.
since the P1 and the 918 and the LaFerrari, like really hybrid performance, like people went, oh, it's there, and then we still haven't seen it like anywhere really else.
Burky just fucking messaged me. He says I'm not even home.
Where
Yeah,
is
I'll tell him. Yeah, he says I'll run home, and I'll tell him like, yeah, no problem.
what is he doing? Living that haggard life, huh?
Maybe he was like, what if he did sex to a girl?
You,
Imagine.
could you imagine?
Fuck.
Dude.
But I fuck so many girls, like I don't even look at girls' asses anymore. Like that's what
Don't
it's
even
gonna
look
do.
at their you fucking incels. That's such a funny insult. I love it. I'm gonna take it. That's good. That's good stuff. How's Lemons racing? Oh, you had to bring it up. You just had to let the vultures feast. I guess I didn't have to read it, to be completely honest, but what can you do about that?
Yeah, I
You,
don't know if he's gonna make it. He said
you,
next time. He said next time for sure. So
you
if he doesn't make it, he'll come on next time.
okay. That's cool. So Burkathy, hold your hatred for him until the podcast
Yeah,
finishes,
and then everyone just make fun of him. Make fun of him right now,
until he comes
and
back
then
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Did you read that article about? It was like saying that electric cars. They did a study and they're like, oh, electric cars fucking pollute more than diesel, and like everyone got all butthurt.
well, yeah, I've seen some of those, and I've kind of looked at the numbers before myself. So like their reasoning is how the power is generated. I'm assuming. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
this
it's
specific
also
article. Is this a new one?
it
I've heard of it.
yeah it came out. It came out pretty recently, but it's also just the mining that it takes to get the
Oh, like
precious
the
metals.
lithium and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
So like if you think of it on that like overall economic and ecologic impact.
Yeah, environmental impact.
Like,
We're stripping the fucking earth for these metals.
yeah, I think the lithium mining is yeah, that's definitely a problem. They're like just completely eradicating like entire like landscapes for this shit. I don't know. I look at it just as when you look at like I guess the problem people have is they're talking about like how much range is enough, getting the batteries small enough, light enough, whatever, and then obviously removing that environmental impact. And like the energy density of battery technology, there's no way it's going to get anywhere remotely close to what gasoline is. Like just physics and how they chemically, work. Like they just, it's impossible for batteries to really get to that point.
Yeah, like magnets. How do magnets work?
But I how do magnets work? I could tell you, but I'm not making this science time, okay? But yeah, I mean, it's gonna work eventually. Like if you can get like a 400-mile range, I think that would be enough for almost everyone. Yeah, there's obviously going to be outliers. There always will be, but a lot of people, they drive like 15 miles a day and they don't need gas for that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a kind of a long commute, and I drive 40 miles a day. 20 there, 20 back.
Yeah, that full electric could do that.
Yeah, even not even that great electric could do that. Like a Kia Soul electric that has those only have like 200 miles, 150, 200 miles.
Dude, you could get like a Leaf. Like those are like, aren't they like 130 miles or something tiny?
Yeah. And even then, even with that, it's fucking doable.
Then you got Redditors talking shit about how cars are the dominant form of transportation in the U.S. to begin with. They want all this public transport shit. Well, that is true. I saw something, and it's now 24% of 19-year-olds don't even want to get their license.
Yeah.
24%.
Because they're all fags now.
Nissan Leaf is beyond trash. I'm not going to talk shit about the Nissan Leaf. I don't really know anything about it. I've heard they're trash, but I don't know anything about it. I think it's almost there. Like, I don't think my next car, but the one after, it has to be a strong consideration at that point in time.
Yeah. Like 20 years from now or something?
Not even 20, like 5 or 10. Like now that everyone's getting into the business, I mean, Porsche and Audi are going to release their electric sports cars soon, which that's basically going to make people really question Tesla, because why spend money on a luxury Tesla when you can spend money on, a Porsche or an Audi, like companies that actually do luxury vehicles.
Yeah.
You're not going. Tesla's as cool as they are, as cool as you don't think they are. Whatever you feel about them, like the interior is kind of fucking garbage.
Hey, give me a second.
What?
Oh, talk about Adam LZ in Formula Drift.
Adam LZ in Formula Drift. Oof. Look at he fucking like paused me to make me talk about something for him. I didn't even want to talk about Adam LZ in Formula Drift yet. But now I have to, and I thought it was pretty neat. I thought it was cool that in this stream got like way more views than it would have gotten otherwise. But I watched it and I really didn't know what I was trying to see.
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, fucking drifting's gay, and there was like fucking like 7 or 10,000 people in the.
I thought it was like hype. I was like hype, I was like,
mad.
Fuck yeah, like Adam, let's go. Like I was getting hype just because it was like, they're like, oh yeah, we got like 16.
Like, I kind of know that guy.
We got like 16 drivers until Adam goes or whatever, and I had to wait. So like I was like getting a little hype, but I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't really understand how they're like scoring any of this stuff. And the announcers were awful. Like no offense to them. But it just kind of sounded like they were announcing an e-sport more than they were announcing a motorsport, and it just didn't really
Yeah.
work for me. I don't know. Like I feel like there needed to be a little bit more energy from them, and it was also just so slow. And that's probably why there isn't as much energy, because the pacing's so slow, because they do one at a time instead of like staging them, you know?
And also that was like the lower fucking guys, those were just the Pro 2 guys.
Yeah, and obviously it was Pro 2, and but like it just felt the production felt really amateur. And I think on a pacing level, honestly, what I would almost suggest is to do, because they can stage runs, have the next stage of runners go when the guy in front of them is halfway through, so you can have two going on at once, and then just have two
But
sets
the
if
thing
you have.
about that, like you'd be going into fucking tire smoke, and that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks for the judge, and it kind of sucks for the
Fucking
driver.
whatever, deal
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
like it doesn't even it's not even real anyway. Like
I don't
barely
know.
the
I mean,
judge
that's like
going on.
that's my problem is looking at it like motorsport. Like I don't take away that it takes skill and whatever. Yeah.
In the fucking We were all in the fucking chat in the stream, like pissing everybody off so bad. Like, oh yeah, like saying like, oh, Adam LZ's gonna win. Adam LZ
I'm
this, Adam LZ
coming.
that. Like, dude, people were fucking reeing so bad.
Yeah, because
And
like
like,
everyone, like the people who normally watch those streams are like really into drifting, and then now there's just like an onslaught of Adam LZ fans. They were probably
yeah.
so pissed. They were
And then
probably
like
so pissed because there's probably the same like 30 guys that watch every single one of them, you know? And then fucking all of us idiots come
like
in.
7,000, and then people were saying like, oh, fucking, oh, Adam crashed. That sucks that Adam crashed. This and that, and then people were fucking getting pissed about that. Stop saying Adam crashed. He hasn't even gone yet.
It was pretty. I thought it was like a fun experience, but I didn't feel like I was watching motorsport. Like I don't think what the drivers are doing is easy. Like I can't fucking do that. I don't know how to fucking drift. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it doesn't take skill. I just don't get the point.
There's no use to it. It's completely
It's like a
pointless.
burnout contest. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want to go watch one of those. I know some people would like that, but I just not at all, man.
Scuba Steve in the YouTube chat says any tinfoil hat theories about Onion's no show for Pro 2.
My tinfoil. Do you want to go first, actually?
No, you can go first.
Okay, my tinfoil hat theory on Orion no showing for Pro 2 is that he actually can't do it and is incapable based on his level of skill.
I mean, that's kind of lines up with my tinfoil hat theory, because pretty much Carr confirmed it that the route to Washington is because it was the easiest route into Pro 2, because I mean, we all saw it. Fucking
Yeah, he could have gone to Texas.
Orion was drifting against fucking dudes that were doing it on the weekend that had like 5-year-old kids.
Yeah, like I mean, one of like I remember one of the earlier videos, when he was actually releasing videos, like before he stopped just not even releasing videos of his drifting, which is like, well, then what, like, what are you and who are you at that point? Like, if you're not vlogging, like what you're doing, like what you're not doing anything, but.
Yeah, and then like he got second. He didn't even win.
Yeah, he got
Like
beat
he's
by
trying to
like a guy
sandbag.
who was a weekend warrior, like a
Yeah,
guy
he's
who
trying to
literally just
sandbag.
like does it in their spare time, like he has a kid and a job.
Yeah, and like a card that he works on the weekends that's like not even fucking near that up the way Orion's is.
Yeah, yeah, and well, one thing is somebody confirmed that Orion did sell his S14 drift car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
it was for
he
sale.
had that like rolled BMW, but I never heard anything else about that ever again. So I don't know if he even
Yeah, he
owns a
had.
drift car anymore.
I think he does. 'Cause he had like done a teaser photo of some trick flow heads. And
I don't know. I mean, I haven't. He just the way I've always looked at it with Orion is he's realized that he can, limit his exposure to the internet and still make easy ass money. So he's gonna do it.
But not enough money. And
Like
that's what
he doesn't.
didn't do. That's why he didn't do Pro 2 because
He didn't have enough
take
money.
a lot of money.
He didn't have enough money.
I don't think so.
His
Internet.
he talks about how his goal is to go pro, right? So his goal is not even to go Pro 2. His goal is above that. But he can't even afford to do all of Pro 2 to get himself to ever be Pro 1. And he definitely couldn't afford Pro 1. He just can't afford it. Like, it sucks that's a thing, but racing costs money. And
Yeah. And he knows he's not good enough. He knows he fucking went through a trash fucking league to get to where he is.
no, I mean, even in that Pro 2 thing, like watching
looking
it.
at the people that Adam LZ went up against.
Yeah, they were
which
great. There were so many good ones.
Adam LZ, you're fucking dumb if you think Orion is better than Adam LZ.
No,
yeah,
Orion. No ways Orion's better than Adam LZ.
Yeah, people shit all over Adam on that.
Yeah, Adam was
held
like in the middle of the pack, or like
Adam was
lower
mid-pack
middle
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
he was
If
there.
hadn't
He was
fucked up the second round, I'm
competitive,
sure he would have.
but he's also better than Orion, and he didn't even make it
Yeah.
to the second round.
And he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't out there.
Not
He wasn't really like wowing anybody.
Yeah, I feel like for a while it hasn't actually been his goal at all. I think he's just seeing what he has right now, and he can just like snooze through life. Like he literally can. Just not really do anything. Another dumb viral video here and there. Like even still,
come in Chow's butt.
What was that, bud?
Come in Chow's butt.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like even with this, lack of Orion basically existing, like his channels are still getting like the same or more views than Rudnick does, and Rudnick works every day.
Yeah.
Like
But
you have to look at it.
I'd still rather be Rudnick though, because Rudnick at least has fucking self-respect.
Well, I think Rudnick's
people like him.
gonna make more from even if the views were the same. Rudnick would make more just for being a daily uploader. Like that's just how it kind of works. I still see Life OD appearing in my Facebook feed too. Yeah, I mean it's just viral is what it is. My fucking dad told me he like asked me once when I was like home. He's like, "Hey, have you seen like one of these videos? Like these guys, they make tires out of different shit." It wasn't Life OD. It was a different channel.
Oh,
but like
it was probably the Russian
it
guy.
wasn't even the Russian one. Like I have no clue what channel this was. Like I know it's a thing. Like it's a thing beyond Orion. Like this shit is everywhere. The viral meme car video thing like that. Cuz it's like people can like pretend to know enough about cars to be like, "Oh, a tire out of that's so weird," and then watch it and then it doesn't mean anything. It's just viral.
M-Fan says, what happened to Onion's OG cutie pie, the red-haired one?
She got quick released.
With her.
She got quick
He broke
released.
up with her through text while they were like on their little fucking road trip.
On tour.
And then Cam fucking hollowed her out. Cam did sex to her.
Cam hollowed her out.
Yeah.
That was confirmed by Tommy. He will.
Yeah,
he will
that was confirmed. That's 100% fact.
Yeah. Probably a huge
Cam
skill
had
gap
sex with
between Pacific Northwest drivers and the Texas or Florida drifters because Brosif, that was another point I was going to make is that Orion up there isn't even like he isn't even facing the best of the best that there is before Pro 2. So
yeah, so it's stupid. It's stupid to get into Pro 2 through such a stupid route when you're not even you're not getting the practice you need. You're not getting the skill you need.
Yeah, I just I don't think it's actually been his goal for a while. I sincerely don't. And And he's not going to admit he's wrong. When has he ever admitted he's wrong? You know?
Yeah, he'll just go radio silence. And that's it.
If he ever says something about it, I guarantee you he's going to blame the system or something. He's going to be like, "Oh yeah, it's like rigged. It's like rigged against like the small guy or what." You know, he's going to spin it if he ever says anything.
If he ever addresses it.
If it's ever addressed, it's not going to be him.
If he addresses it, he'll say, "Oh, it's because it was becoming more like a job, and it wasn't fun for me anymore. It was becoming a job."
It's gonna be that, or it's gonna be like it's gonna be the biggest non-response.
Yeah, it was just a job for me. Well, wasn't that like your goal from Jump Street, Orion? Was like, I want to be fucking some pro gay drifter. I think he just realized that.
I mean, look at Adam LZ, and compared to Orion. Like, would you rather be Orion or would you rather be Adam LZ?
Yeah, I'd rather be Adam.
I'd rather be Adam fucking a billion times over, because Adam is like literally, if you think about it, he pretty much is living that like car guy dream, where he can just do like his dumb car stuff. Like he has enough money that he could have a nice house and all of these cars. I mean, he has the fucking GT3. Like, that's such a fucking flex. That car is sick. Like, that's the life. And Orion could be that if he wanted to and was the correct type of person.
Yeah, but
he's
he has
just
such
not.
a terrible attitude now.
Orion could have been that 100%. I'm 100% convinced. But when all of it was just built on like such a weaker foundation, like lying and taking money from friends and stuff like that, like,
and being like, "Fuck you, mom."
Yeah, like, it never really had that chance, I don't think.
Yeah. It died before it was ever even.
No, LZ is definitely above, but I'm saying if Orion didn't like, just be like a shitty person and was actually like a good human and stuff like that, like, I don't see why he couldn't be at or close to his level.
He didn't have the mental or physical maturity.
Oh, did he have the emotional maturity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not the other ones.
He just turned off his emotions. He didn't have any emotions.
He turned them off. I'm pretty sure she got reblocked. Oh, Nicole, I'm not talking about. That is like the dumbest thing that you guys like to talk about.
Is she in his car?
I don't know, and I don't care.
He lied to us? Oh, yeah. Well, okay, but is Nicole in Adam's car there, yes or no?
I don't know.
Who posted it? Digney?
I don't. Who did post
Yeah,
it?
okay, whatever. Who cares? She's a loser too.
I just don't care about that. Like, I don't know why anyone cares about whatever their relationships are.
Yeah, if you think about Nicole, like, you're an incel pretty much.
Like I'm here for the car content, and honestly, this is like a pro anti-incel podcast. So, did you like that one?
Yeah.
Pro anti-incel. Yeah, I mean,
Nicole made me. Kitty says Nicole made him stop watching. Yeah, she was like really annoying. Really
I mean, from the start, honestly, like, I wouldn't say it was her. I would say it was her and Adam. But like, from the start, I never watched Adam because of like how clickbaity the video thumbnails were with her.
Yeah, if I see something clickbaity, like, I make it a point to not fucking click it.
Like, I'm not like I don't know about you guys, and I'm not gonna judge you guys, but I just don't want to click a YouTube video for car stuff because there's a girl in a bikini in the thumbnail. I just don't want to click that, and that's literally what those earlier videos were.
Better not.
But if you look
my girlfriend just tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You better not."
I don't really care. I mean, look at your fucking waifu.
The waifus are different. You don't understand. You don't understand. She would never understand. But you know, I just don't like that. I just don't care for that. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
wanna click
I'm
that.
completely the same way.
So
like when it's like, oh, big tit girl reaction.
So, like, I definitely don't want to be watching their drama together. Like, I just don't care about that. You know, I don't know if you guys are here for the Kardashians or something,
Relationship drama?
but I'm not here for that. I just am not.
I am.
Yeah, she's crazy, and also like just the way Nicole acted, it was always like she was trying to be some weird girlfriend that she thought how Adam wanted her to be or something. And like she would say something and then like just like a little dog like waiting for fucking praise from Adam. Like she'd say something that she didn't really understand, but and then like look at Adam like, oh, did you hear what I said? That's what a car girl says, right? Like that's what you want me to say, right? You want me to say things like that? And it's just weird.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that because it's just so irrelevant to me. But you guys
Yeah,
love the drama.
fair enough.
You know, you just love
Fair
the
enough.
drama. Everyone's a drama whore, right? I guess to some extent. Yeah, if you actually want to see incels, those are the people who want her to be a guest on here. Oh my god.
That'd be kind of well. I mean, it'd be cool, but like I don't know what I talk to her about. Like
That's the
hey,
thing. Like, yeah, we couldn't talk.
like
What would we talk
frappuccinos,
about?
Nicole?
What would we
Hey,
talk
Nicole,
about?
what do you think
Nothing.
about yoga pants?
Yeah, like she tried to be a caricature of herself. I'm literally not gonna talk about this. It just does. I don't care. Like I'm just not gonna talk about that. It
Okay, well,
matters so little.
What's the next topic then?
The next topic.
Yeah.
Oof. Colin said hashtag summer of seat time. That's a great one. I don't know. What I mean, what do we got? What do we got in? We got in
Boston is probably
HGU.
like 36C.
Oh
I think
my.
is her bra size.
Oh my god.
Okay, but summer
Unbelievable.
of seat time, yeah.
Summer of Seat Time coming up. What's everyone's plans for Summer of Seat Time?
I'll probably get some seat time in.
What is your plan of seat time? Like what are your goals? Because you got guys, we got to set goals here. Summer of Seat Time is you don't half-ass Summer of Seat Time. And seat time could just be like go to meets and shit if that's your thing. Like you don't have to like go to the track if you don't want to go to the
Yeah,
track.
I'll probably go to I don't know. Meets are kind of like
Boomery.
lame now, but yeah, no, not even boomery. Just like I don't know. I'll probably go to a meet or two. I'm gonna do the off-road Dust Ball Rally in the end of August,
Dude, that's sick.
and I mean that's really my only major thing planned in the summer.
So otherwise, just drive around like a baller in your Lexus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone go autocrossing. I think I might take the GTI autocrossing, honestly. Or I might try to. But I don't know. Depends on if I can swing it. You can autocross literally anything and it costs $30. It is true. It is cheap. It's cheap, but you know, if you hit a cone, you fuck up your paint. So don't hit a cone.
Yeah.
I
And then, like
what was
people
that,
hate
bud?
you because like they have to go pick up the cones.
Yeah, you know, people like to bitch at you. If you don't, you a bitch. Yeah. I mean, my plan is I want to try to take the GTI to at least a couple. And in the winter, my plan is to take my Jetta up to New Hampshire and do ice racing on the lakes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right? That'd be fucking sick. And I feel like their weight is probably more important than power just because you're on ice. And get some like fucking studded snow tires and just slay that bitch.
That's a myth. Cones don't fuck up your paint.
Dude,
They
my
say
buddy
do
slammed
corn.
a cone. His paint was toasty.
Yeah. Next time you get a car, corn,
Maybe you
come to my
should
house
send it a
and
little
I'll hit
harder
it.
and then you'll
I'll
find
hit
out.
I'll hit your car with a cone, and
Yeah.
we'll see all the fucking non-damage it
Yeah.
does.
It's because Corn doesn't send it hard enough.
Yeah.
He's like quarter send. Is that a bigger or lesser insult than of saying
like,
incel?
He's like E15 of send.
He's like the incel of send.
Jesus Christ.
I like it, man. It's good. I've hit them road bollards with my Corolla after truck dumped them on the highway, and the paint's okay. I've rallied my Mark II Jetta before. It's pretty damn fun. I would love to do a rally, but I'm not doing it in this Jetta.
I'd love to rally cross.
I'd love to do that too. I might do that in the Jetta. I'm not gonna take it stage rallying though. I want to, like build a car I want to rally.
Is it like running okay now?
So I haven't like had a chance to work on it since. It's just been so fucking rainy here. It rained like 21 of 30 days in April, and it's like rained today. It's gonna rain tomorrow. It's like been so shitty.
Jesus.
But so I did get it started, and other than that, I haven't really done anything. I need to do the valve cover gasket. That's my next project, but it's just been raining.
Oh, Kitty's gonna get her license suspended. What did you do?
Why? Oh no, Kitty got like a speeding ticket, I think.
Well, that's.
I don't know how that works in Australia, because don't they like treat getting a speeding ticket like murdering the Pope or something?
And if it's 13 miles over the speed limit.
13 over? Ooh, here like they'll just like give you the 10 over ticket and tell you to slow down.
But when you put it for fucking kilometers, it makes it seem a lot worse.
Yeah, what is that in Ks? Like 20 or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's
I gotta go to court
probably,
for my 19 over. You have to go to court for 19 over? Why?
If you're gonna fight it.
20 Ks, I was right. Oh, I thought he meant like he had to go to court like because of the ticket.
Oh.
Because
like,
at some point you have to.
It's always worth it.
No, it is always worth it.
Town thing.
Yeah, if you're out of town, it's just better just to pay it.
Yeah, that's like, okay, fuck you. Like, I'm not, yeah.
If it's out of town, like, just pay it, like, as fast as you can, and they usually won't even report it. They're like, they're such pigs, dude.
Yeah, especially if it's a speed trap town. And you know it's a speed trap town when they have, like, a super streamlined process.
Dude,
and they give you, like, a
it's like, oh, you can fucking text the payment or something. Like, so easy. Like, here's a QR code. There's a QR code on the fucking ticket. You just go to it, like,
Venmo
Venmo them.
Robertson.
Yeah, it's like the easiest process. But if you just do it, like, they'll never ever report it, so you never get the point. It's just for money. They just want the $200 or whatever it is. It sucks. It's bullshit, but it is what it is. No, they're fucking cocksuckers, dude. Right? Oh yeah, you're staying there to check our speed for our safety. Well, if you're there for our safety, why do you hide like a fucking highwayman? Like you're fucking hiding, like you're gonna rob us, dude. Basically. Like in Puerto Rico, if you drive past a car like that, they're gonna rob you. Like my buddy says that's actually true, so that's why I said that. Don't be offended, people.
No, too late.
Be offended. Do it whatever you want.
Damn, something happened recently.
Well, Rudnick got a GTR.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
I think the GTR is cool, but I'm also like kind of wondering what what any of his plans are for his cars. Like the plans just have a cool car, you know, make it lower, put it on wheels, and make more power. But it's never like there's no goal with that. It's not like
it's like what's the point of it? And then
it's not like I'm gonna build this GTR to be a sweet track machine, which nobody builds GTRs for that really. Everyone just builds a street car one to just fucking go in a straight line, you know. All right.
I mean, that's what they're good for.
No, I get it. That's what they're good for. But it's like, I think it would be way cooler just seeing more people taking their GTRs to like track days and stuff. People have more expensive track toys.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't. maybe once, but see you later, kitty. You have a good night.
It
or
just,
day
you
or
know,
whatever.
it just seems it seems a little extravagant to me to like just have that as like a street car and then like just have a shit ton of power and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just being weird about it probably.
It's a lot of money to
It is
risk
a
on a
lot.
track.
It is a lot.
Because now even the R32s, I mean, they're creeping up to fucking past $30,000. Like the prices are fucking ridiculous.
People buy GTRs as a status symbol in the US. Yeah. So I actually looked this up and I was curious because R32 Skylines as you're talking about, and obviously there are also R32 Golfs like Volkswagens. And I looked it up. The GTR, or Skylines in general, like those weren't sold in the US, mind you. All of these were imported. Every R32 Golf was like sold here and bought here and everything like that. And you look it up on Facebook, you look it up on Craigslist, whatever, more Skylines are going to show up every time. It's like 5-1.
Yeah, because none of the Volkswagens are running.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously you have, the ones that just didn't survive, but it's like the R32, the Mark IV in particular, like that's known as one of the most, drivers Golf kind of, if that makes sense. Like it's the most analog performance all-wheel drive Golf that there is. After that you get to the R's. The R32 Mark V was auto only. What was that?
I don't know what they were thinking with naming it R32 though.
Well, it was R32 because it was an R with a 3.2 liter engine.
Yeah, but like
I think they could have just picked R. They didn't even need the 32,
Yeah.
but for whatever
all
reason.
All they did was create confusion.
Yeah, but anyway, like I just found it very interesting how there are more R32 Skylines for sale than R32 Golfs. They're just like way more. And they're around the same time period. They're both people want them in those communities, like they're very sought after. Yeah, they didn't make a lot of Golfs. That's a good point.
They should have named it the 32R.
32R? I don't know. Maybe, I mean, that's the thing is, I think I might just be looking at, because I'm looking at like just Skylines in general. Maybe I should just be comparing to GTRs. Maybe those numbers are more similar. But like, fuck, I want a Mark IV R32, man. Yeah, JDM is way more popular. Definitely. I would just fucking love to have a Mark IV R32 and just turbo it. Because, like, those things fucking eat boost and they make a fuckload of power. And it would be great to have an R32 GTR killer in a Golf R32. I think that would just be neat. I know I could never do it. I'm never going to spend that.
And I think it was really cool of Volkswagen to make like a car for the LGBT community specifically. Especially like this was
I
way
was wondering
before
where this was going, you ass. I buy an R32 to yank the engine out of and drivetrain. I mean, it's a fucking great engine and drivetrain. Like, it's really good. And that's why I like that's why I like the RSI Beetle so much, because it's a R32 Golf on a Beetle with actually designed aero downforce. They did fucking CFD, bitch. They did the math. But it's a great drivetrain, but it's at this point in time they're 20-year-old Volkswagens. Like, you're not gonna get it. You're not getting into the most reliable thing ever. You're obviously gonna have to put some work into it.
Yeah. Obviously.
But man, like just having like a nice turboed R32. I mean, they make like 250, 260 stock. The engine's larger than an RB26 by displacement. So if you think of it just mathematically like that, throwing a turbo on it, you should be able to make way more power than an RB26. Like it should
Is
be
it
really
iron block?
easy to just make a R32 killer R32. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking it's too easy, but
But you still have a Volkswagen Golf.
yeah, that sounds like a fucking Wookiee. You're a hater if you don't
Okay.
like the R32 Golf. I'm sorry. You're just a hater. You can hate on
Well-
the Mark V if you want, because the Mark V's kind of dumb. But you can't shit on the Mark IV. And they go for
you-
so
you-
much. They're expensive now. They're
Yeah,
expensive and
I'd
hard
never
to
buy
find.
one.
I fucking want one. The Mark II Rally is really awesome. But I mean, the Mark IV R32 is kind of cooler in my books, but it's a toss-up for me. I think the VR6 is just such a cool engine. I just really like weird cars, like in that way. Like just having a weird engine like that is just super awesome. Like another one that we were talking about or I was chatting about the other day is the W8 Passat, the B5 W8 Passat.
Yeah.
So, the car it's basically an Audi Quattro, with a W8 engine in it. And it has 270 horsepower, all-wheel drive. You can get it manual, and you can get it as a wagon. But they're, like, supremely rare in those forms. But, like, that's... like, I think that's cool in an equal way, even though, like...
And it's half of a fucking Veyron engine.
Yeah, even though, like, that... And they sound fucking unreal, too. But those are horror stories of unreliability, as Sailboat is saying. They are awful unreliability. But it's, like... It's just so, like, weird to have a fucking 270 horsepower W8 engine in a Passat with all-wheel drive, manual... Fucking make it a wagon. See who cares. And the fact that that's sold in the U.S. is even more awesome, I think. I mean, yeah, you can say whatever you want about the looks. Like I don't think that generation has aged particularly well, but I think it's just cool on what it is in general.
I think Mazda's age the best. Like
Well, I
probably
mean,
fucking
the FD is
2000.
ageless. The FD is actually ageless.
Well, yeah, but not even including the FD. Like even just a normal Mazda, a fucking 2001 Protege, Protege 5,
Dude,
fucking looks good today.
the Protege
And
5,
the first
I love
Mazda 3,
Protege 5s.
the first Mazda 3 still. I mean, if it's nice, if it's in good condition,
Mazda
it's a
3,
good
yeah.
looking car to this day.
Yeah, no, I agree with the Protege 5. I really enjoy the Protege 5. I also enjoy the 3. I agree. Those are good looking cars.
Yeah, they aged really well.
I kind of like that mid 2000s. I don't know the generations. Fucking sue me. I kind of like those like mid 2000s Civics too. Honestly, I think they look like they look old, but I don't think they look like bad because they look old.
Yeah, they don't look bad. Like honestly,
Like there's a difference between looking
when
old and looking bad. Like
Yeah.
like obviously there's a lot of 50s cars. Obviously they look old, but they look awesome. But
Yeah, when the Civics changed to I still call like the newer Civic body style or whatever.
yeah, like the 2009 or 8 or something.
Yeah, whenever the SI came back and
Yeah,
not
it's
the EP3 SI.
8 or 9, I think. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure, but I liked the generation before that. Like I thought it looked pretty nice.
You talking about the one that kind of looks like a triangle in the back?
If I'm remembering
Like
correctly,
the
yeah.
coupe.
Whatever.
The coupe kind of looks like whatever. It's whatever. Yeah, Civics
It
are
doesn't
cool.
matter. It
Yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't.
matter.
Well, Burky sure fucked us here.
Dude, Burky really did fuck us here. Like, we were rolling. We had over 40 people here. Now everyone's getting bored because we're not.
Yeah,
We need something juicy.
Let's see if this comment gets fucking 2 howdies.
Two
I'll
howdies.
talk about that.
We'll talk about what?
If that Damien comment gets 2 howdies, we'll do the Damien spiel.
Oh God. Oh,
Oh.
it got a howdy.
Oh,
Oh no. Was that your own howdy? Okay, we got
I
3
howdied it.
anyway. You start. I knew you fucking did it. You fucking whore.
no,
Of course you
Rick,
howdied.
Rick was the first one.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. All right, we can talk about Damien. I mean, I haven't fully been following him, so I may have to get a refresher, if that makes sense.
He's in the fucking storage unit shop now.
So he's in the storage unit shop, which, as I said the last time we had a podcast, I think's a blessing in disguise. We'll see how that continues. He still has shit at the old shop. If I was who's the guy that owns it? What's his name?
Chris?
Yeah, if I was Chris, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, and because he left all his waste oil there.
Dude, the fucking that is
The most disrespectful.
like imagine you rent out these shops. You have literal professionals that rent them from you, and people, whatever. And then you have Damien, who fucking gave you a truck for some month's rent, and then doesn't even remove the shit when they get kicked out.
Yeah.
And it's still
And
not
it's
all
like-
gone.
And then he's surprised when shit's gone.
Yeah. And then didn't he say he's giving somebody the van, but he's somehow miraculously working on it and doing stuff with it? And
No, he wasn't gonna give it to anybody, Adam.
I thought somebody said something about that.
No, I think he was maybe gonna store it at Ronnie's house because he really doesn't have a place to put the van. I don't know why he doesn't park it at his house. What's wrong with your house, Damien, that you can't put things there?
I mean, we haven't even gotten about how he's trying to boost the Z.
Yeah,
Like that-
something has to be fucked up with the Prelude, because he was fucking all gung ho. Oh, I'm gonna.
Prelude was going pretty okay, if I'm honest.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, it's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be running by the end of the month. I'm gonna fucking have a new daily. Blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped doing everything on it, and he was all gung ho about turboing the Z all of a sudden, and doing these nasty fucking, just such shit work on that Z.
So here's my thing about the Z, right? So the Z it's a drift car, right? It's a drift car. Even though he doesn't have a fucking e-brake in it because he's an idiot. It's a drift car.
And he can't drift.
And he can't drift. So, firstly, Damien can't really drift at all. He can't drift a Miata, let alone a stock or 5.3 swapped Z, right? He took it to one event and then broke down,
and spun out.
That's it. This is a guy who's learning how to drift. He's still learning. He's not the kind of guy who can jump in any rear-wheel drive car, give it a whirl, and probably do it.
Get the feel for it, and then fucking.
He's still learning, learning the basics of drifting, and he decided he needed, the 5.3 Z, and then before he even learns that, it needs turbos. It doesn't make sense. Why you can't learn. You can't learn to drift on a fucking turbo V8. That's not a good learner.
He's just a hard parker, that's why. He's the kind of guy that just wants to be oh yeah, I needed this to drift, and that's what I have. To try to, I don't know, I guess so people can be impressed by it or something.
And then, yeah, that has to be it. Because, he tried to do, the pie cut, tubing and whatever, in turbo whatever. But it looked so fucking bad. And honestly, I think with pie cuts, unless it's really good, it is so hard to make it look good. I think
it has to be tiny.
When it's good, it's fucking good. But what Damien did, the first picture we saw, it was like that elbow or whatever, and it was like 4 pie cuts, and one of them was like half of a degree. For like some weird reason, there was just like one piece that was like a half a degree tilt, and then 3 others made up the rest of the 90 degrees. Like
it looks like the fucking shit that you put on your fucking dryer vent.
Yeah, like it was just really like not good at all in any way, and it was definitely more difficult than just getting an elbow, and looks worse.
Yeah.
Like, it was a waste of time, it was a waste of effort, and it doesn't look better.
And that car's never gonna run. And mind you, he's doing all of this work on the car while it still has some kind of issue with the serpentine belt pulleys where it eats up fucking belts.
Yeah, and then it
the
puts
way
the water pump backwards.
Yeah, the way he routed the fucking belts now, the water pump is gonna be pumping backwards. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that thing is gonna cook. He put the water pump is backwards.
We should have. No one
and I was
should have said
I was
anything.
like, please, yeah. And I put on Discord. I was like, I hope nobody says anything, because that the only time he fixes anything, because he'll act like he did. He always acts like he knows everything. And then people will tell him like, "Oh, hey, actually, dude, like this is like wrong as fuck. Like, why are you like you're gonna kill it?" And then he'll fix it and act like it was him that figured it out or something. So hopefully he'll just think like, "Oh, they're just dumb haters. As long as the pump is spinning, it's fine."
I just don't know why it was getting turboed like at all. It's like so hard to even think about the rest of it though. It's like
he just wants like the clout of saying that he has a turbo.
So he did
LS quote unquote Z.
I mean, yeah, it just seems like everything he's doing on it, he's doing it out of a desire for clout, because he's doing like everything like way harder than he should, because like professionals do it that way, but he can't do it that way at all.
But he's so far from.
What was that, dude? You were like super robot there.
Oh, he's so far from professional that he shouldn't even be trying that.
Well, you know, and I'm fine with like learning and trying to learn a new skill and whatever like that. But, you know, he did the pie cuts, which honestly came out awful. Like, it's gonna work, sure, but it came out poorly, and it's more work than if you didn't do that. And
yeah,
then
like that's something for a fucking farm truck that you're just trying to get running,
and
not
then
something that you're gonna be so proud of.
And then he had the compressor mounted wastegate or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Which I know some people have never seen that before, but that is like a kind of common thing, not really. But like whatever benefits, and I know people will talk about it having benefits or not having benefits, whatever benefits it could have, like I don't feel like Damien with a step drill bit is gonna like have as good a chance of getting those benefits versus far more safely drilling into the $10 piece of charge pipe after it. Like,
yeah,
it just seemed like a gigantically unnecessary risk for so little gain. And I mean, that's why what I'm looking at this Z as is every single thing he's doing. It's like he's trying these brand new things he's never done, but like it doesn't make it any better, and it just makes it harder. He almost could have a better looking, better performing car if he just went the easier route and like did stuff right. Like he's making things harder and more expensive.
If you would have never touched the Z, it would be a better car.
Well, it's just that it's not that he's doing something to the car that I care about. It's just that like he's making things more expensive and more difficult for himself, and then the product is worse. Like,
and he always double buys shit too, because he'll want to try to save money, and then the thing that he tried to save money on, oh, big surprise, it's fucking garbage, and he has to buy the real one anyway.
What pisses me off, he tries to tune his own cars. He can't tune he doesn't tune it. I don't know what he does. That thing, I don't care who you are and what you're going to say. That thing's never been actually tuned.
No.
It's never been on a dyno getting a tune to an ECU like properly. Never.
And that he killed the Prelude. He killed the first Prelude engine like that with his fucking
On
with
purpose. Ugh. I mean, that's like
not on purpose, but he was like he
knew it was gonna. Whatever.
And he's a fucking racer at heart, man. He has to turn on the car just to be like, oh look, the turbo's spinning it sounds so cool. I'm like a real boy now. I'm a real racer.
That is like a super racer thing. Like, oh, let me start my car to prove that the turbo is actually real and like running. Like,
yeah.
Like it's like the ultimate racer thing, because it's like if I showed you like a turbo car at a show, I'd be like, it has a turbo. That means it's a turbo car. Like, come on. I'm not trying to. Ugh.
And people fucking tell me he had a lot of shit a few videos back, and he went on a rampage of fucking like trying to fucking flex or whatever, and telling people like, oh well, let's see your cars, let's see your Turbo Z's, and like I'll tell him shit, and he doesn't say anything because he knows all my fucking cars are better than his.
I mean, I don't even. I kind of hate that notion that you would have to have better than him to know better than him.
Yeah,
like
it's such a pussy ass fucking cop out thing.
Yeah, it is such like a huge cop out about it, because there are definitely a ton of fans or I don't know, haters, whatever, who know, I'm gonna say hundreds times more than you do about cars or whatever, and just so happen not to own any right now.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a ton of people that know more about cars than TJ Hunt.
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean, my buddy, he literally works as a mechanic, and he also races the L word with me. And yeah, he drives a Versa because it was just the cheapest new car that he could buy. That's literally why he bought it. Like, he just doesn't like, he could build whatever he wanted. He could do whatever, mechanically and automotively. Like, he races, he works on, he actually is like into E30s. Like, that's his thing. But he doesn't like really have like a cool road car, but I would still trust anything he said 3 million times over anything Damien said about cars.
Yeah, because Damien's an idiot.
I mean, I'm not even gonna call him an idiot. It's like he has such an ego over nothing. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
none of his
inherently
cars
like
run right. Not a single car that Damien owns runs right.
It's not like it's a fucking sin or illegal to not be good at that or not know how to do that. But like, he doesn't learn and he doesn't accept when he fails. Like, he has this huge ego over nothing. I don't know. It's the way I see it, and
that's the way everybody sees it. That's the way everybody sees it. He has a huge ego over absolutely nothing.
But like, at the end of the day, like, he's gonna like bring up cars, but I'm like, that doesn't even matter.
None of his cars run right.
Like, oh, you're gonna bring up cars to me. It's like, yeah, I have a salaried career and I make double what you make. Like, does that make me better or worse? Like, what does that mean? Like, it's the dumbest argument. It's an argument somebody who's insecure of themselves would make.
Yeah, and that's exactly right.
So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Damien's a good kid. I haven't heard of him like actually like hurting somebody, but definitely not the brightest tool in the shed,
No. No.
His fans always praising his content like it's a banger. Sometimes his content is garbage. I mean,
a lot of times his content is garbage. Today his content was tightening a hose clamp. That was the entirety of his content today.
It was buying a hose clamp?
Tightening.
Oh my god. I just can't watch his videos. Just nothing happens in them ever. I mean, we literally, I watched one of his videos. He was like painting wheels in the video, and it was like a 14 minute video. Literally 15 seconds of it was he actually doing anything. And it was like time lapsed, and he was like also like overspraying on everything. Like he wasn't even doing it right. So it was like, why would I watch 14 minutes of this to see nothing? And I personally just don't really care for his personality. Like I don't like his jokes. I don't really think he's that funny, and I don't know. I mean, the people who like him really like him, so maybe we should interview one of them.
Yeah.
Like, let's find the number one Damien super fan and get them on here.
Surely he's a fucking squeaker.
I need to like be enlightened on like what am I missing? Like, am I wrong?
Well, you see, because he has a girlfriend, and I want a girlfriend, and he has the cars, and I want cars when I get my license.
I liked cars too, so that's why I like cars. Like they don't know shit. But we've talked about this before, but like how much, shit talking and whatever about cars there are in the internet, and it's like it'll be by people who like don't even have their fucking license and have never driven a car before.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you watch every Fast and the Furious movie and you stalk car forums or whatever, but like you don't even know how to drive stick, dude.
Oh, I got a Garrett good for you, actually, Twig.
All right, shoot.
Fucking those Donut Media up to speed videos. Garrett good.
Up to speed? What are the up to speed? I don't know the up to speed videos.
Everything you need to know to get up. That fucking picture, I know exactly what it's from. It's from a fucking popcorn thing. But anyway, like the up to speed, like everything you need to go to get up to speed on the GTR or.
Oh, I mean, why would you need that sounds really dumb.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. I don't watch them.
Well, you gotta watch one of them.
Okay.
And it's like this super fucking annoying dude, like yelling the whole time, saying, and basically all he does is read a fucking Wikipedia article on a car and acts like he knows what he's talking about, and like just says a bunch of stupid shit so that way little kids can regurgitate it and pretend they know about a car.
I think there's a lot of that on the internet, and I don't think that's anyone's fault. Like, it's not wrong to like want to learn about cars and whatever, but yeah, there's a lot of just like misinformation and things that are just kind of passed down as true but isn't true and whatever. Like even today in the with how much information is out there.
Yeah.
Like I've said before, like you could literally talk about.
That's the guy right there.
Oh, I don't know that guy. But it's like you could talk about, and usually it would be like a car that people universally like. Like say you personally don't like GTRs. That's just the example I'm going to go with because everyone likes GTRs. Yeah, I personally don't like GTRs. I've driven them. I don't really care for what they do. It doesn't really mean anything to me, whatever. And like some 13-year-old is going to come out of the fucking woodworks about how wrong they are and how perfect the R32 GTR is and whatever. And it's like, you haven't even driven the thing. That guy's driven one. He knows what he knows what he likes. He knows what he feels. It's like the dumbest shit. Oh no, stop. What, I can't say I don't like R32 GTRs?
No, he's talking about the fucking picture of that guy that's super annoying.
I don't know that guy. I don't watch. You said it's Donut Media? I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, oh god, it's so bad.
Is it good that I don't watch that shit? All these JDM kids hooked on Initial D. Putting TE37s on literally every car that you own that don't run. Oh. I mean, I would never put wheels on a project that wasn't finished.
Yeah.
I don't know about
just
you.
stupid.
I wouldn't even buy them.
I don't know why Damien bought those fucking wheels for the Prelude when it doesn't fucking run. Supposedly Koenig gives him free wheels, supposedly.
Yeah.
But the wheels he wanted, they only come in 5 lugs, so he bought a $500 set of wheels because he didn't want to buy a $600 fucking 5 lug swap kit.
I mean,
like,
it doesn't. Yeah. But like it doesn't
make any sense.
But to me, it doesn't even matter like what the wheels are. Like I just wouldn't want them to like get damaged while I'm building the car. But I also just wouldn't even want to spend the money and like think about it.
Yeah, and like Cabby said, that should be the finishing touch to a build.
Yeah.
And it's money. It's money that you, let's say something comes up that you didn't plan for, and you need that money to fucking
Yeah,
fix it.
you're putting money into something that isn't even done. Like you can't even use the wheels and enjoy the wheels yet at all.
Yeah.
But you know, you probably could enjoy the new oil pump that you need because yours fried or whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
It's all. I think there's just way better things to worry about, especially at the start of the build. And I know, you know, Rudnick is like obsessed with buying wheels right away. Tommy does that. Like all of them do it. Only reason I bought wheels for the Jetta is because a really good deal came up on Craigslist. I normally wouldn't. I normally wouldn't.
If you can't, if it's a deal that you can't pass up,
I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, you got to take it.
Couldn't pass it up. But a TE37 specifically, mix your wheels up, kid. Like that's one of my biggest comments on Tommy is he has like 2 wheels on all of his cars. Like you need something a little different.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit.
But the same wheel on every cars, yeah, fuck. Same wheel on every car. That's like so rough. I really couldn't imagine a scenario where I would ever do that, like ever, because I couldn't imagine myself really owning cars that are all that similar to each other. Like I couldn't see myself owning like multiple GTRs or something. You know what I mean?
I'd have to be like rich as fuck.
Yeah, but
Like I'd have to be like I own an airplane hangar rich.
But like I wouldn't also be the guy who's like, "Yo, yeah, I just own a bunch of 90s Nissans that have the same wheels." Like that's all like the same kind of build to me, you know? So I wouldn't have multiples. 3 cars have TEs. TEs are great wheels. If you're like actually racing stuff, go ahead. Put TEs on everything you possibly want. If you're just doing it for looks, hey man, it's expensive in your money, but go ahead, I guess. I wouldn't buy wheels until the car's done, just ever. And I certainly wouldn't buy like just one type of wheel.
Yeah.
Tommy buys rare AF expensive wheels for a car with no engine or subframes. Yeah. Mostly him taking apart cars and never finishing him. I mean,
don't buy wheels until the car's done.
That's just my philosophy. I mean, it's like when you buy the wheels, it's like you like know like you're there, you know? Like
yeah.
I'm not saying only buy wheels when the car's at 100%, but it's like, you know, when you're at that like it's running and driving, but I'm still kind of fixing things and whatever, like buy wheels then.
Yeah, because then you end up being like the fucking faggot that puts a wheel without a tire on a fucking shell and takes pictures. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna look so good.
I mean, like, you know, you'll see a lot of these YouTube videos of all these build projects that people have, and you know, you'll have like the Rob Dom 4-rotor meme and how it'll never be finished and whatever. But you know, you can talk about super cool builds and what's cool and what's not cool, but the coolest build is ones that done, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, the fastest car on the racetrack's turning laps. It's not in your garage in a million pieces or, you know, in your brain because you're just dreaming about what it's going to be like. No, like get something that works and can be used and can actually like do what you want it to do. Like, yeah, I'd rather take a piece of
leave your car stock. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
Honestly, yeah. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
And if you're fixing it, probably fix it with the stock stuff.
Yeah.
Like, OEM is usually pretty good.
It is usually the best.
Yeah, you know, especially if you...
Sure, there's gonna be fucking exceptions, but OEM is gonna be the best you can put on your fucking car.
Like that's how I can almost not understand like how little like Rudnick or Orion or any of them like ever utilized Rock Auto. Like they bought everything at like AutoZone or like fucking eBay. Like why don't you go to Rock Auto and buy like actually supplied parts for these cars?
Yeah, Rock Auto's the fucking shit.
You know, I just don't. I just buy the OEM stuff. Just buy it.
Yeah.
All right, Nat, we hit an hour and a half, so I think if we have, any last minute things that people wanted to talk about, we had a pretty good showing. I thought this was a good podcast. I thought we had solid conversation. Burky fucked us, and be sure to spam him on all social media that he fucked us and didn't show up until he shows up. But yeah, and any last minute topics we totally can talk about real quick. We can
lay it in there.
When it can move on its own power by wheels. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally it. Like, you can't... I don't know. I guess I think a little more practically than a lot of these kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully they've changed. What is this?
Chow dancing.
That was...
Okay. Well, all right then. Twig, good talking to you, bud.
Yeah, no one has anything, so I guess we're just going to end this here. So, everyone, thank you so much for coming to listen and watch the podcast. If you have any tricks and tips for me to make a better overlay, like find me somewhere on social media and just message me. Oh yeah, DM me on Instagram. I can say that now.
Yeah, or DM me on Instagram too if you just want to talk.
Yeah, or just chat, whatever. But yeah, thank you.
I'm always up.
Thank you guys for coming here to listen. Gay or good, Sarah, into new SVT Focus Rally Project. All rally projects are good. Don't even have to read the rest of it. So that's a fact, by the way. All rally projects are cool. They're all good.
Except for the Haggard Garage Rally WRX project.
Well, that never actually was a thing. So, but anyway, guys, thanks a bunch. Netgear, thank you. I had a blast. We will see you hopefully in 2 weeks without interruption.
All right, yeah. Talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good night.
Bye-bye.